us. Now, Dr. Scott Gottlieb, former FDA commissioner, he also serves on the boards of Pfizer and Illumina and as a CNBC contributor. And if you were in high school, Scott, and you were on a debate team, could you do either side of this? Could you argue for Medicare negotiating prices from the side of the government, or could you do it also from the pharmaceutical side? You're on the board of Pfizer. I can do either side, I think. Is this going to be a good thing for society as a whole?
Well, look, I certainly can't argue for the structure that they created here to try to get some savings in the Medicare program. There are some good aspects to this law. It's going to cap out-of-pocket spending by consumers, by Medicare beneficiaries at $2,000 right now. It's at $3,100, the out-of-pocket spending. It also gets rid of the 5% copay, the cost sharing on catastrophic spending inside the Medicare Part D program. So consumers will start to see savings, particularly consumers who use high-cost drugs. Those kick in starting in 2025. But in terms of the structure that they created to try to implement these price controls, really what Congress wanted to do was create an earlier loss of exclusivity on these drugs. But they couldn't outright strip the patent terms away from the drug companies. So they came up with this very convoluted price negotiation scheme that's going to lead to a lot of unintended consequences. Just to give you one example, the price negotiations, or really the price regulation, kicks in after 9 years on the market for a small molecule drug, but 13 years for a biological, for a large molecule drug. So you're already seeing a lot of investment shift away from small molecule drugs into large molecule drugs in VC syndicates and other early kinds of investment. That's ultimately going to drive up costs because those large molecule drugs, the biologics, are harder to genericize. They cost more to deliver. And there's also certain diseases that you just can't reach with the large molecule. If you want to hit something intracellular, you want to hit a pocket on a protein, you really need a small molecule. So as investment comes out of small molecules, that's going to have a deleterious public health outcome.
I'm putting you on the opposed side in my debate, and that was pretty effective. So I'm shocked. So there's going to be some unintended consequences to the government being able to do this.
Yeah, look, they should have just been honest about what they were trying to do, which was really create an earlier loss of exclusivity on these drugs. That's effectively what they tried to achieve through this scheme. But the scheme's very convoluted, and there's going to be other unintended consequences here as this thing rolls out. And that's the shame of it. You know, you're going to see certain things not get developed, certain investment not get made because of these really odd incongruities they created between the large and small molecules in particular. I think that's going to be the biggest one. It also substantially reduces generic incentives, so incentives for generic manufacturers to get into the market. Because if you price regulate a drug and you take out the margin on the drug, generic manufacturers are going to have less incentive to try to bust patents to get that 180 days of exclusivity that they're entitled to under Hatch-Waxman. So you're going to see less competition, less aggressive behavior by the generic manufacturers, and they're going to be hurting as well. They're going to lose some of the margin that they used to recognize on the higher cost drugs when they would bust pharmaceutical patents.
So what we hear from the president is that part of the IRA, look, this is why we're going to hold inflation down. We're going to be able to negotiate on prescription drugs. But it gets complicated, Scott. And the worst thing is that done right, prescription drugs are the best bargain in town compared to hospital stays or chronic illnesses or even, infusion, outpatient. It's the cheapest way to do it. And if you stifle innovation, and it costs a lot of money to develop these, and most of them fail anyway. And we say that again and again. And I'm on a soapbox. I got one right here because my chair's high. But I get on this soapbox that we're messing with the goose that lays golden eggs in many cases. This
is going to
go ahead.
Oh, please. This is going to take out $286 million over 10 years from the sector. So there's going to be less money overall to go back into investment. But I think the biggest impact is probably going to be how the investment gets allocated, how companies try to work around some of the provisions in this law. So, for example, they could look to launch first in Europe and try to build bigger data packages over there so that when they come back to the U.S., given that they're only going to have 9 years of effective exclusivity, they can get a faster ramp in the U.S. market. So that's one thing you're likely to see. You're also likely to see some companies think about launching in indications that are non-Medicare indications. So if you have a drug, for example, that could treat diabetes and weight loss, you might launch first in weight loss or maybe launch only in weight loss so you stay out of the Medicare market. So I think the public health consequences of how companies think about where they allocate the investment now, that's what I'm worried about. There is going to be less money overall, But I think what you're going to see is a lot of compensatory behavior. So the savings that are hoped for probably aren't going to be fully realized. And a lot of investment is going to shift into non-Medicare markets or markets that aren't in the crosshairs of this new law. And capital is fluid, as you know. I mean, the big companies have a harder time shifting their capital around. Certainly, venture capitalists have an easier time because they're making investment decisions right now, and they can just change that behavior.
Scott, good morning. Is it an inherent trade-off that we simply cannot make consistent, which is innovation versus lower cost? Or can you think of a better way to meet both objectives?
Yeah, look, I think that there are ways to bring more competition into these markets still. There are still pockets of the market where there's not competition. So Medicare Part B, for example, is a price taker. It's not a competitively bid system like Part D. I think they should open up Medicare Part B to competitive bidding. We also don't see as much competition from biosimilars as we should be seeing. I think there are ways for FDA to implement regulatory reforms that would allow biosimilars to be fully interchangeable with the branded alternatives so they can be substitutable at the point of pharmacy like small molecule drugs are. So when you get a small molecule drug that's generic, if you go to the pharmacy and ask for Lipitor, you're probably getting a atorvastatin, a generic formulation. You're not getting the branded formulation of that drug. That doesn't exist with biosimilar drugs, but I think there are some biosimilars that could be fully interchangeable, like insulin. And that would also drive down costs and create more competition. So there are places where there's a lot of spending in the Medicare program where we don't have as much competition as we should from lower-cost alternatives.